Okay. What? What? This isn't what normally happens after I die.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah, what's all of this
Stanley
shit?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, no, what's going on? Okay, this is creeping me out. What the shit is going on?
When Stanley
Meeting
came
room
to a
is to the
set of
left.
2 open doors,
Yep.
he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, he does this time. I'm getting a little bit creeped out here. Okay. So I've already died like 3
Yet
times.
there was not a single person here either.
Unbelievably
Feeling a
amazing
wave of
work
disbelief,
all the time, every day,
Stanley
no
decided
exception,
to go up
promotion
to his
or
boss's
recognition,
office,
don't get
hoping
fired.
he might find an answer there.
Alert ball up inside you, take out passively aggressively on other co-workers, resent co-workers for not supporting you more. Cool. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic on the header. And throw some bevel on all the tech. Oh, shut up. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Yeah, right. Everyone is unique. Number of slides on this slide. Charts and slides.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, sounds good. Let's go. Let's actually do what we're told this time and see what happens. What's this? Executive bathroom? Dude, I want an executive bathroom. That sounds awesome. It's like a regular bathroom, but for special people. Dude, my boss has the best office ever. Are you serious? I want that office, just not that shit computer. Oh God. Look at this shit.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Keypad behind my boss's desk. What's with this?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This is entertaining. Alright. Newly opened passageway, let's go. I still like this game. Maybe I should have been following instructions the whole time. But then I wouldn't have died 3 times already and go all creeped out. Alright, we're in the newly opened passageway. What's going on here? We go over there. It's a thing. Stuff. Right. Oh, we can go down by pressing that probably. Oh yeah? See, I learned stuff from the demo. You press buttons and they do things. Like a button that says 8, it says 8. Like, shut up, I'm smart, okay? I'm really smart.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so it's
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Why would he do that? Or he can escape. If I escape, I've got to start from the beginning. But seriously, Mind Control Facility or escape? You serious? Yeah, no.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Fuck me. I knew I shouldn't have done this.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm kind of curious about this violent death. Yeah, we can do this again. Let's go. Let's go up. I really want to know how he's going to die by going down
At
here.
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
What's that? What's down there, though? I don't want to die, but I'm kind of curious. I don't want to die, though. Oh my god. I kind of want to know how he dies when I go into here, though. Really? Is that it? I gotta start all over again because I did that? Okay, shut up. I'm intelligent. Wait, what?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Maybe I'll live. Maybe I get to go a little bit further.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Obviously not. What's going on?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yeah, what is this? I've died like 4 times now.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
We got all the credits
Do you see
this
now?
time?
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yeah, no, I got that, but I kind of want to explore all the ways that it can happen and why. I want to figure out what's actually going on. Okay, the office, 1, 2, 3. Button sounds. I kind of like. Wait a sec. I like that one as futuristic as. Right, I'll stick with 5. Assuming I get to change the sound of buttons. All the credits and stuff. Yeah, that's interesting. Hey, Insta Shinobi. What's this twisted story? It's you understand it as much as I do, mate. You understand it as much as I do. All I know is I've died like 5 times. I have no idea why. And I'm a boring guy with a boring life who sits behind his computer all day. It's hella relatable, which is just great. Warzone, early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. What? Am I going crazy? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Dude, seriously, what is this shit? Alright, let's... I'm sure there's a lot that I'm missing out on here, but... Okay, that's where I restart the game by walking into there. I'm kind of curious as to what all these chains and shit are, though. What's this? So got chains and a cage. Up and down. Monitor room, elevator. Okay, cool. So this is like a museum of the game. This is weird as. Alright, so if I go into there, that's my office. I'm assuming I'll restart the game the second I walk into there, right? Oh, I can't walk in. It's a glass panel. Are you serious? And the same office is there? Wait a second. Oh, it's got a single computer there. It's got 2 computers there. What about that one over there? It's got... That's my actual office. In that one? Yeah, no. That's my actual office. That's the one you actually start the game in. This one over here. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. So that was the first, and then they're like, you know what? We'll make it look like that, and then like that. Okay, cool. Alright, so where do I go to restart the game? We've explored a whole bunch of things now. What's this over here? Apartment timer. A timer will give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Wait. Because I picked up the phone. So in like a previous version of the game, you could like not pick up the phone. Okay. Maybe if I like waited 15 seconds, maybe something else would have happened. Either way, I still died in that version. Meeting room. 1 option, 2 options. First choice, disobey, lounge, obey, staircase, and then obviously there's maintenance in between. Number 2, 2 options. Maintenance, the other entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've explored a lot of these endings, hey? Okay, cool. Let's see what's going on. How do I get back into the game? What's going on here? Zending levers. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color lever they had pulled. But I can't do that here. Okay. Trailers. Okay, that's cool. Alright. How do I restart the game though? What's going on here? Game is now paused, begin the game again. Resume the game, options, return to menu. That's the escape menu, that's nice. Exit, that's probably it. What's this? Countdown desk. Oh, okay, lol. Wait a second. Oh!
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay, I just turned off the Stanley Parable.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for
I mean, it told me to exit the game, right? It's like a Black Mirror episode. Dude, this shit is weird as. It doesn't help that I'm playing it at like 1 o'clock in the morning either, but dude, this shit is weird as. The end is never. Are you serious? The end is never.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Right, we're
Stanley
starting
worked
again.
for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
Dude, this
He
shit is
sat
so
at his
weird.
desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them.
Like, the demo was kind of confusing, but
This is what employee 427
this is
did
mind-blowing.
every
This is some
day,
weird shit.
every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay.
And then
Am I
one
starting
day,
again
something
now?
very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Yeah.
He had been at his desk for nearly
never
an
followed
hour
all of the
when he
instructions.
realized that
I'm
not
kinda
one
curious.
single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Yeah.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or
Yeah, no, okay, I know what's going on. That's the normal beginning. And there's no paper and shit on the ground while I leave the office this time, so it's not where it was before. Okay, cool. I've never actually followed all of the instructions, so that's what I'm going to do this time around. I've been all rebellious and shit and getting killed in like
when
dramatic
Stanley
ways.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right, let's go. Let's actually do what he tells me this time. Like, exactly what he tells me, even when it looks like that's definitely the wrong thing to do. I should do what he says.
Yet
this
there
time.
was not a single person here
Just to
either.
see what
Feeling
happens.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Because that's what I decided to do last time. Because, like, I disobeyed it, like, 3 times in a row, and I had, like, these drastic, dramatic ways of, like, dying every time. I was like, oh, shit, okay. And so last time I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do what he tells me to do, and we'll be good. And then it reached a point where he's like, and then he walked straight ahead into the mind control room, and there was this big, like, door, and it said on top of it, it was like mind control room, and I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm not going there. Are you kidding me? Especially when there was a room to the left of it that said escape. I was like, screw it, I'll escape. But then I got crushed by this big
Stanley
thing.
just stood there doing
So,
nothing at all.
that was
He
kind of
seems to think I have nothing better to do with
Yeah.
my time than to sit
And there's
around
actually nothing
and
in the broom
describe
closet,
every
like, it's
fascinating
just
little
like a
detail
broom.
of his inability
No
to
joke.
do anything.
I don't know what I was
no,
expecting.
Oh, no,
He said there's
no,
nothing in there.
not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to
Not
encourage
again.
you. I'm not going to say anything
like this.
coming to a staircase.
Right, he wants to
Stanley
go up
walked
the stairs.
upstairs to
If I go
his
down the
boss's
stairs, I just like run around in circles and go crazy and just die. It's weird. I can't go in the executive bathroom. I've tried before. Even though it looks fancy as. I've never tried opening... Ooh. Never been here. Business strategy? Just shoot koalas? I mean, koalas. Fucking... The non-Australian ones. What are they called? Potatoes. Pandas. Just shoot a panda in the face? Are you serious? That's some business you got there. Asshole. I know I'm probably going to die, but I want to know what happens here. Maybe I should have gone up. I feel like the elevator's about to fall. Then what if I went up? Am I dead yet? What the shit is going on? This music's kind of creepy. Okay, can I get out of here now, please? I just heard someone say shit. But that's where I just was. Are you kidding me? What if I go up? Dude, this is weird. Stanley. It said Stanley. No. No Stanley. Two, three, four. Okay, now it's just singing shit. And it literally doesn't move. It just stands there and plays music. Are you taking the piss? Wait, is the place still shaking? Was that just me? No, it must just be me, surely. Dude,
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
Yeah, and then the
But his
narrator's gonna
attention
tell
was
me.
caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
Can't play
In
that.
fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his
Right,
feet.
what's the code again?
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley
that
happened
bit.
to input the correct code.
I love
by
that
sheer
bit. The
luck.
narrator tells you the code, and
Amazing.
he's like, by
He
randomly
stepped
pressing
into
buttons.
the newly opened passageway.
And isn't that where I just came in from? And then it like magically like turns into this weird ass passageway where I just died last time because I didn't follow instructions. Go. Alright. Now this is a real elevator. It's not the fancy creepy shit that just whispers Stanley at you. Alright. Let's see what's going on.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
See, this is where I died last time because I wanted to escape. Look at that shit. That's tempting as. Do you want to escape or do you want to go into a mind control facility? Are you kidding me? Man, my anxiety is keeping me awake and do funny shit to help me sleep. Oh, no. Yeah, man, if it makes you feel any better, I can't sleep either. I know I'm 2 hours behind you. It's only 20 past 1 for me, but yeah, man. No, I feel ya.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Okay, so I'm currently in the mind
What
control
horrible secret
facility.
did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Wait, is that where yeah, that's where I just came from. And this is... Okay. So now I can go across here. Dude, seriously, what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Fleet Geek, what's going on, dude? I saw you were playing Kingdom Hearts. I was hosting you earlier. What should be your stream just as I was setting up mine? I was just lurking there for a bit. Fucking love Kingdom Hearts, man. My favourite game ever.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore
Green
the number
Factory,
of an
what's up?
employee in the building.
Haven't
Stanley's
seen you in a while.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
What's
And
up,
Stanley,
senpai?
one of them,
Love you, man.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Dude, I'm playing the weirdest game ever right now. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I've already died like 8 times. Seriously, I played Dark Souls for like hours last night. I only died like 11 times, and now this is some weird shit. Oh, thanks, follow. Senpai fathered. Okay, what's going on? I should have been listening, but I wasn't. What is going on? Can't just go back. Okay, what is this?
This mind control facility,
Yeah, the
it was
mind
too
control
horrible
facility.
to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
I'm
Was this
employee
the only reason he was
347,
happy with
aren't
his
I?
boring job? That his emotions
Or
had
was
been
it
manipulated to accept it
427? I
blindly?
don't know. I'm in the Matrix. Same with the old guy. Yeah, pretty much. Lurk doing bills. I feel you, man. I feel you. Dude, what the shit is this place?
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
I'm 427,
His
I think.
own life in someone else's control? Never.
Well, clearly.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Facility
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad
Wait,
or
what?
content.
Mind
Walking,
control status
eating,
offline.
working,
You can
all
turn
of
it
it
on, though?
monitored and commanded from this very
I don't
place.
want to press that button.
And as the
I'm probably
cold
gonna
reality
die.
of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over
Dude,
another
what is this
human
shit?
life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, I'm gonna look around first and find some clues as to how I'm going to disable the controls before I actually do it. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. Okay, probably do it in there. I don't want to press random buttons back there because they're probably going to kill me if I know anything about this game. System
And
power
when at
off.
last he found
Yep.
the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation.
The source of the
to put an
Pharaoh's
end to
power.
this
Take his
horrible
leather
place
pants.
and to everything it stood for.
Sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh jokes. If you guys haven't seen it already, you got to Google like Yu-Gi-Oh leather pants, and there's like a Yu-Gi-Oh bridge take on a Lady Gaga song. It's hilarious. Okay, we've turned off the mind control facility. Maybe I won't die this time. What if I press the on button though? Dude, I definitely should have pressed the on button. Because mind control was idle at that point. I've just completely like...
Madness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Right.
Was it over?
Yeah, what's going on? Is it
Yes.
over?
He had won. He had defeated the machine.
All I needed to do was follow
Unshackled
the
himself
instructions.
from someone else's command.
This can't be
Freedom
it,
was
though.
mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yeah, I think
Where
I'm
had
replaying
his
this. If this is
co-workers
actually the
gone?
end, I'm definitely
How had he
replaying
been
this.
freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Going to
Perhaps
go
his
back
goal had
to
not
some
been to
unfair
understand,
Fire Emblem?
but
Yeah, I
to
feel
let
ya.
go. No longer would
Catch you later,
anyone
Rune
tell
Factory.
where
Cheers
to
for
go,
dropping in.
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
This is
it
some
will
interesting
be
shit. I'm
his.
definitely going to explore these
And
other
that was
endings.
all he needed to know.
Dude, this is
It
practically
was
the Shire.
perhaps
I love this
the
place.
only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
That looks fake as... Something tells me that's not actually the end of the game. That really looks fake as...
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense
I have no
possibility
control
of the
over it
new
now.
path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
So how's he going
And
to die?
Stanley was happy.
But that's not what happened, is it? There's got to be some twist. That can't actually be the end. Oh, achievement unlocked, beat the game. Alright, now let's figure out what else could have happened. Alright, let's go back and find those other bad endings, I guess. Here we go, game's restarted. Your team is so underleveled. There's nothing I could do. Let me just Google this game quickly before I keep on playing this one. Fire Emblem, you said. Let's figure out what that's all about. Tactical role-playing game, Nintendo, 1990. Dude, I'm hooked already. Yeah, no, that actually looks pretty sick. What consoles is it on? Can you get that on PC? without like an emulator. Let me just check Steam quickly. It's called Fire Emblem, right? Doesn't look like it's on Steam. Let me know if I can get that on PC. I definitely want to try it out at some point. Yeah, it had me at Nintendo in 1990, honestly. Right, let's see what's going on here.
Just a step through this door,
Yeah, I
Stanley
can't
thought
open
to
that.
himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Yep, let's go. You're right, if you can walk through one door, you can walk through all doors, except you can't, can ya? It's not how this game works. You're kind of under somebody's control, if you know what I'm saying. And not mine either.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Partly
doors,
mine.
he entered the door on his left.
The control I have over my character is more or less an illusion. Because if I do anything that I'm told not to do, I die. And that's what's meant to happen. That's how the game goes. I kind of want to unlock like every single ending tonight.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Don't have to
Stanley
talk to State
decided to
tomorrow
go
and see
up
if I
to
missed-
his boss's office.
Because I've gone in the
hoping
broom
he might
closet too
find
many
an answer
times.
there.
Oh, I love this because I tried going in the broom closet like a second time in my last run. Because like the first time I found this place, oh wait, it's really hard though, and expect to reset a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look more into. I'll have to look more into Fire Emblem after I finish this stream and see if I've got a console that I can play it on. Because I only have a PlayStation 2, a Nintendo DS, which I don't know where it is. I'll have to find it. I've only really got like a PlayStation 2 on my PC, so, and I don't use emulators at all. So hopefully I'll be able to find like a PC copy somewhere. Yeah, I went into the broom closet earlier and it was all like, oh, there's nothing in the broom closet no matter where you look, like there's nothing you can use. I'm like, oh, okay. And then in my next run through, I went into the broom closet again and he's like, oh my god, just stop going in the broom closet, and now it's all boarded up. I love that. It's not going to make a comment. It's not going to say, you asshole, try and go in the broom closet. I love this. Now, if I go downstairs, I lose
Stanley
my mind.
walked upstairs
So
to
I
his
go
boss's
upstairs.
office.
There we go. Can't go through any other doors. There can't be many endings left because I've already experienced a whole bunch of endings. I think there's some secret with that elevator that we found earlier though. Oh my god, I can actually go in the executive bathroom this time? To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Dude, that's some creepy as shit. Extreme bathrooms. Fucking love it. Alright. Alright, so what's going on here? That's got the panda with like a gun to its head, and the elevator that never goes anywhere no matter what I press. Game Boy Advance, DS. Okay, so I should be able to just get it for DS. I just got to find my old DS. Oh, and there's one for iOS and Android. Is it any good, the one on iOS and Android? Because if it's on iOS, I can literally download it after my stream and play it in bed when I'm meant to be asleep.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all
2405, I
alone?
think it is.
This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the
This
guttural
didn't happen last
retching of
time.
life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going.
This did not happen
Here on
last
the floor,
time.
He lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Okay, that's not what
could it
normally
mean?
happens. You haven't really
Was
played
a
it?
sign of
Well,
hope
I'll have to
for
try it out and
Stanley's
let you know how
future?
good it is.
Alas, it was not. For although
Is
this
it Fire
keypad
Emblem? I'll
guarded the
download it
terrible
now.
secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever
He
hope to
didn't use
guess
these
it.
words last time.
2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
There we go.
Amazing. He stepped
Fire
into the
Emblem
newly opened
Heroes?
passageway.
A strategy RPG. Right, I'll download that shit. Let's go. I don't know how good it's going to be. It's probably going to be like a shitty mobile version of it, but it'll do. I'll give it a go. Alright, let's go back to chat, see if I've missed anything. There we go. Okay, 2845. Right, let's go. Downstairs. Cool beans. I'm going to press some other buttons this time. I'm not going to press off, because pressing off makes you win the game. I'm going to go back into that place, and I'm just going to press a whole bunch of buttons.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Escape
Control
kills me.
Facility.
And, I mean, I'm kind of looking for other death scenes, but not that one, because I've already done that one. So let's see what's going on now.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
That
screens.
should open in a sec.
What horrible secret did
To
this
be honest,
place
most mobile
hold?
games are terrible in
Stanley thought
comparison to
himself.
console versions.
Did
Damn
he have
straight.
the strength
What am I
to find
drinking?
out?
It's just water, man. I did have a little bit of whiskey before the stream, but that's it. Just a little bit. I was working tonight. I get free drinks. I'm not going to turn that shit down.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Yep.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore
So
the
back
number
here
of
again.
an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
No, I
And
remember. Can
Stanley,
you
one of
open this
them,
door for me, please? Thank
eternally
you.
monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yeah, my character's losing his mind and shit. Good for him. I just want to see the other endings. Let's
This
go.
mind control facility.
Mind
it was
control
too
facility
horrible
that
to
blew my
believe it
mind the
couldn't
first
be
time I saw
true.
it 2 minutes
Had
ago.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with
I
his
gotta say,
boring
this game
job?
is pretty
That his
weird shit.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Alright. Let's go.
No. He refused to believe it.
Wait,
he
fired?
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Where's my number?
Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Am I fired?
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly
Hey, what's up,
blind
State?
to
What's
the
going on, man?
world?
I've already like completed the game, and I've
Here
died
was
like
proof.
4 different
The
ways.
heart of
I'm
the
just trying to die
operation.
some more ways.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human
Okay,
life.
so I turned it off
For
last time. It gave me an
would
awesome
dismantle
ending.
the controls once and for all.
But what I want to do this time... Ooh, what's down here? What happens if I touch this stuff? Am I dead? No. Rip. Ooh, what's back here? More mind control shit. Okay, last time I turned it off and it gave me a happy ending. This time I want to turn mind control on. Ooh, number 5. Alive. No? Okay. This time I'm going to turn it on. Let's see what happens.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place
Yep.
and to everything it stood for.
Let's go.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah.
Stanley,
Let's
I
go,
applaud
baby.
your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have
So what's
nearly the
going
power
on?
you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine
Wait,
is
what?
activated without proper DNA
Where's number
identification,
4?
nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little
Press
time left
4.
to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments
Shit,
each
I
one of
can't
them
find
is.
4.
More time to talk about you, about
4's
me,
all the way up there.
where
Are you
we're
serious?
going, what all
Right.
this means. I barely
Start
know
this all
where
over
to
again.
start. What's that?
1,
You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
2,
A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood.
3 is
You're
over
gonna die
there.
Anyway, I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Yep, what
I
happened?
erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was
3.
merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Yep, that's
Other
happened as
times,
well.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside,
4.
or I let it burn to a
Okay,
crisp.
let's go and press
I have to
5
say
and see
this,
what
though,
happens.
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything.
Where was
and
5
take back
again?
The control
5
wrested
is
away
all
from
the
you,
way
it's
over there.
quite rich.
What have I got?
Almost hate to
44
see it
seconds?
go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
5.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with
Incorrect.
it. I'm going to put
Re-enter
some extra
passcode.
time on the
What's a
clock, why
passcode?
not? These are precious additional seconds.
0521?
Time doesn't grow on trees.
No, there's no 0.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
Shit, what's the
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what
3.
you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room
3.
was capable of
Maybe I'm
turning
meant
it
to
on?
press 3.
I mean, look at you.
1,
Running from button to
2.
button, screen to
3 is
screen,
over there.
Clicking on every little thing in this room. These
Okay,
number buttons.
got it.
No, these colored ones. Or
3.
maybe this
Now
big
what?
red
Now what's to
button.
say?
Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Executing
Why do you think
button.
that, Stanley? That this video game
Something.
can be beaten? One
Graphic
soul?
provided.
Do you have
Activate
any
button,
idea
hint
what your
equals-
purpose in this place is?
Blue 1.
Stanley, you're in for
What?
quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer
Incorrect.
isn't a catalyst to keep
Okay,
the
it says
action
press
moving along.
2.
It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Press
You're only
2.
still playing instead of watching a cutscene. because I wanna
3,
watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see
Okay,
you
2 is
made
over there.
humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's
It's like a
fine.
pink button.
But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds
Yeah,
until a
nah,
big
this
boom
is
and then
weird
nothing.
shit.
No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part
Okay.
of the joke. And believe
I didn't
me,
get this
I will be
nearly
laughing
quickly
at every
enough.
second of your inevitable life.
Yeah,
from the
goodbye,
moment we
employee.
fade in
I've run out
until
of
the
time.
moment I say, happily ever after.
Okay, I'm going to try that again. I'm pretty sure that's the ending I really want. Actually figuring that out and doing it right. But I want to see the other, like, disobey endings first.
Someone was following Stanley.